Alright, dope. So today we got an honorable reaction. We got my boy Tomiwa TP in the building type shit. Yeah, but for now though, it's Tommy NFG. Talk to me nice, big dog. What you out here for?
You know, they say every couple of generations, one generation is bound to experience the most life-changing events in history. And so far, it's looking like Gen Z is fitting the boot. Okay, maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but can you blame me after all the things we've had? Most of us were born around the time or after one of the most devastating terror attacks in modern times happened. We saw our parents trying to keep their sanity during the 2008 financial crisis.
Yeah,
as soon as we stepped out into the real world as adults, everything decided to shut down because of COVID in 2020. We've been having drills since we were 5 at school in case a lunatic comes in and mows the whole school down. And now to add the cherry on top, we may be running back to draft and being put on the war field. Excuse me, I meant you guys may be running back to draft and on the war field. I just found out I'm highly on the spectrum, so unfortunately that means I can't qualify. But good luck, future soldiers. I'll give y'all each a high five and you can have fun on the battlefield. It's crazy how Gen Z is kind of running back what millennials had. Because millennials had a war growing up with a terrible economy and had to worry about if they could even afford a house. But man, at least they had good music coming out. What the do we have for these turmoil times? Lil Mabu? I don't think I really have to explain too much what's going on. If you don't keep up with the news, you've probably seen the memes already about hitting 360 no scopes on the battlefield. But the United States of America officially got involved with the Israel and Iran conflict and decided to drop 3 bombs on what they say is their nuclear sites. But of course, that's just a theory. A game theory. Alright, I'm sorry. I feel like I need to take these matters more serious. Now, I'm not gonna say too much of my personal opinion on it and break this down like it's a 5-hour political podcast. I usually say and talk about things more on stream, so definitely go follow me on there on the second channel. But it's not surprising that everyone is scared online and doesn't know what's gonna happen. You know, in the past, you usually didn't have a president tweeting that they bombed a country, then posting a low PNG photo of the American flag right after. This is definitely the worst time to be the ripe age of 18 to 25 because we going first if the draft happens. Unfortunately, high school class of 2025, you only got a couple of seconds of freedom before you were cooked. I've been thinking to myself for a while, in a hypothetical, unlikely scenario of them actually doing a draft, the government doesn't realize
that guy's long as shit, bro. That's crazy.
That
it would not work with Gen Z.
Gen Z has got to be the worst generation for them to try and get on.
Nah, plus there's things like, you know what I'm saying, they the sensitive generation, right? They the generation that stays in their feelings and things like that. You know, we see y'all, and we hear the narratives that are like attached to y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just make certain things just like true, man. The fact that, you know, war cannot work with people like y'all, that's a fact.
On the war train.
Well, like going to the war. And another thing, bro, like, it's just how motherfuckers fight, bro. I feel like voluntarily, it might just be a handful of people in the whole entire world that would voluntarily go to war. Like, come on, bro.
And this isn't even mentioning about all the femboys and furries we got. Not even talking about how half of us are either morbidly obese or twigs. One of the main reasons I think war wouldn't work with Gen Z is because the propaganda age of America is officially dead. And not just America, any country that has some form of free press is absolutely cooked. The reason why people back then were so patriotic and would do anything to be in the army in war times, you had kids who were in high school lying about their age so they could serve in the army, was because so many people trusted what the politicians said and how the media said things. Politicians were treated as saintly figures that would never do bad for the American people because why would they? They sit on podiums and do cool speeches about us fighting for our democracy and freedom. And now we look back at certain conflicts America got in and realized that there was no point in us being there. Like almost nobody nowadays thinks the Vietnam War was something America needed to get involved in. And it's crazy how the #1 superpower for military in all things lost to that were setting up Looney Tune ad traps in the ground.
Their ways of fighting in the war, strategies and shit. What? bear traps?
Also, the Iraq War is universally seen as a dumb war that shouldn't have happened by people now. Like, even Trump and Obama agree on that. That's probably the only thing they agree on. The reasons why these work, though, is because it was so much easier to push propaganda in the past. Like, in the Vietnam War, they were playing TV ads saying this was all about freedom and nothing else. Taking ads out the newspaper saying the only way to be a man is by getting drafted to war. And at the time before social media, everyone basically believed it because that's all that was shown. There wasn't anyone with major platforms that would go against it because they would get censored. And everyone watched.
So there was like minimal, you know, voice. There was minimal vocal from the general public, general society. Right now, there's access for niggas to just like blast their voice. You know what I mean? To the moon and back, nigga. Type shit. Like on some shit. Like now we got like access to where, you know, whatever you say can be expressed. It can go viral, basically. Right? Different times. What a time we live in right now, right? Mad change. Crazy change, not gonna lie.
Media through a few news channels which would all say the same thing. During the Iraq War, though, that's when you first started seeing people actually start speaking up about things. Saying, hey, maybe going into a country and murdering innocent civilians and committing war crimes isn't a good thing. Just
Yes, and that, like, it's a time where that is said and it's actually taken seriously. You know what I'm saying?
But social media was still in its baby phases at the time it was going on, so there was still a lot of enthusiasm for it. But now with Gen Z, we grew up in the most free era of social media. No one would go because everyone would know it would be another lie that the government is doing. And the military's numbers have already been dropping more than ever.
Oh, y'all feeling yourselves now? Huh? Y'all start to grow a little bit of hair, you know, by the side of y'all balls. Y'all feel like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all feel like y'all somebody now. Y'all got too much freedom, too much power, huh? Nah, my bad, nah, my fault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've been making.
Yo, I don't know if I could talk like this because, you know, I keep sharing this. Like I'm in the cusp of the two things. Let me hear what Copilot thinks of this shit, though, because it might be, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Copilot.
I'm not sure I get it. Could you say a bit more?
What are you not sure you can get, nigga? Like, I ain't even say shit, bro. Come on, bro. You're making me look bad. Come on, bro. I get the fact that, like, I be minimizing you without just, like, letting you finish your sentence. I just be clicking you out and, you know what I'm saying? Like, kicking you out type shit. But, yo, you good, bro?
I'm good, thanks. No worries about the minimizing. I'm here whenever you're ready. What's up?
Do you think it's a good idea for Gen Zs to like join a war traditionally?
War is tough, and I think it's important to resolve conflicts without violence if possible. Gen Z or any generation should be cautious about joining a war. It's crucial to consider the reasons, the consequences, and seek peaceful solutions first.
How do you think these niggas can fight for like their country and the resources that the country trying to like protect and shit like that?
It's complex. People might feel compelled to defend their country and its resources.
Nah, but I feel like they can just send AI to these bitches, right? Just send AI, nigga. You be straight.
In fun of it because they be trying to recruit soldiers. It would go because everyone would know it would be another lie that the government is doing. And the military's numbers have already been dropping more than ever. People have been making fun of it because they be trying to recruit soldiers anywhere they can now. They've been seen at anime cons. They got whole Twitch channels now. They even got
Twitch channels now.
Them at NBA.
These niggas in the metaverse, man, trying to recruit motherfuckers, bro.
Games now. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm watching my glorious king LeBron putting up 40 points and a military sergeant comes up to me like, hey son, this game sure is great, right? Have you ever thought of the game of fighting for your country? Like, get the f out my face, bro. I'm watching LeBron. Even if there was a chance it was
come on, brother,
true and we were rightfully defending ourselves from evil, the US government has lost so much trust in the public, no one would believe them. I don't know a single man I've asked in Gen Z that said they would actually go if they got drafted. Most would rather just take the prison time or fine than go. And looking at it in the long run, it's not even that bad. It's 5 years in prison max if you don't go. So it's either you get 5 years max in
5 years
prison for not going and stay alive, or go and potentially get obliterated on the battlefield by a missile straight to the head. Hey man, I don't know about y'all, but I'm throwing a party in that prison for every day we not in the warfield. I gotta
whoa. Let me find something out. Yo, Copilot. Yo, bro.
Hey, Venus.
Yo, bro. How does the U.S. government go about recruiting Gen Zs to go fight in wars for their country type shit?
The US government primarily uses digital platforms and social media to connect with Gen Z. They also organize events, participate in esports, and create targeted online content to appeal to potential recruits.
Yo.
They focus.
I heard they got like Twitch channels and things like this to just like recruit the younger generation. Is this true?
Yeah, that's right. The US military has indeed used platforms like Twitch to engage with younger audiences. They stream content, showcase military life, and answer questions to connect with potential recruits. It's one of the ways they're adapting their outreach strategies for the digital age.
Why don't they just fight digitally? Like, just fight through followers, like, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting thought. While digital warfare...
Nah, it's a stupid thought. My bad. Yeah, you were not supposed to just, like, answer that one. My bad.
Friend that served in the military for a couple of years, and even he said nowadays he'd rather take the prison time. Also,
Why?
The younger generation has realized we don't want to fight a war because of a politician's beef. Like, why don't y'all fight it yourselves? Why I gotta grab the military equipment while you sit on a plane watching from above drinking champagne? They should host a boxing match every year for world leaders, and whoever wins, their country gets the most benefits for that year. Looking at our leader for now, though, yeah, we might be losing for the next couple of years if that happens. Also, growing up in this age, we've gotten exposed to how badly these war injuries leave people. This right here might be the sole reason Gen Z would never join in. There's always a chance you could end up with one of those. People in war lose body parts I didn't even know was possible to lose. The day I'm at war and they try to obliterate my meat, the whole place...
Bro, do you know you got to, like, go through, I think, mental preparation, mental hurdles, mental just narratives where I feel like before going to things like, you know, war and shit like that, like, imagine just taking yourself through the mental dynamics was like, dog, I can lose like half of my body and survive that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's worse than actually losing your life. But even that is bad, because even that you gotta, you know, like mentally wrestle with, for lack of a better term, right? That's crazy, dog. Just the mental preparedness that you gotta, you know, go through. Scary.
Getting torn down. They should have tried to stop those images from coming out, because who the hell would want to potentially get involved in a war after seeing pictures like that? And it's crazy because it could happen at any moment to you on the warfield. One day you're chilling in the breezy weather of Iraq and boom, 115-degree weather. You're vibing, then you look to the right and see a man with 20 cc's of C4 strapped to his chest running to you at Usain Bolt speed. And now you end up looking like Two-Face back at home. I'm not sitting here and saying all of America's wars were unjustified, though. Like, I always appreciate the veterans out there who fought, because most of the time, even if the war ended up being unjustified, a lot joined to fight for justified reasons and what they were told, and then felt bad when they realized it was a lie. And also for World War II, America was justified in a lot, like, let's be real, mainly making sure Adolf didn't end up owning the world. But like I said, no matter how justified a conflict may be, the trust is gone from the public. It'll take a real hard campaign to have the youth agree the government is totally not lying in what they're saying. And the president we have now is totally not a liar, right?
One thing I can promise you is this.
What?
I will always tell you the truth.
The truth. Nothing but the truth. So
he don't
help me
even
God.
believe that himself. Do you see his face? He was probably holding back a laugh so hard in his mind. That's the thing that's most important in a war. Having a person that the younger generation wholeheartedly trusts. It's a reason why a lot of dictatorships completely ban social media. Because they can fully propaganda the younger generation to look up to the leader, and they're all gonna believe in them. Even having someone that they trust is hard, but having someone that
Hey, that nigga looks like Juski. Motherfucking Drewski, man.
the younger generation doesn't trust, it's gonna be damn near impossible for the government to try to get us on the war train with that. No matter your view on Trump, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that most of Gen Z does not have a good view on him. You take a room of 10 of us, and I would say at least 8 people are gonna say they don't like him. And look, like I've said in the past, I'm not even one of those that's a Trump hater 24/7 and spends all day writing hate articles on him. But if you truly think the younger generation would fully be behind him declaring a war on another country, you're delusional. Bro, we just had a protest around the whole country against what he's doing. And because he's commander-in-chief and can set whatever war policies he wants, I would not trust what the f this would implement. Like, what if he implements a policy where if your meat is smallest, you gotta be the first to go because you probably can't repopulate them?
If you got the smallest meat, you gotta go to war. Fuck. fuck? Wait, let's explore the logic in that. You got the smallest meat. So obviously, that's what small dick energy, right? Timid, shy, you know, anti-red pill, maybe. I don't know, bro. These are just like, hold on. Let me ask Copilot something. Copilot.
Hey,
Yo,
I'm here.
how would you describe small dick energy?
Sorry, I can't help with that question. What else can we talk about?
Okay, nice. So yeah, imagine, but you know what I'm saying, just to boost your whole thing about you, right? Just to get you strong again, just to get you tough again. You know, I don't know why I asked Copilot that. That was crazy. That was my bad. I'm sorry. Sorry to the AI gods right out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't record that. Don't clock that. Don't clock that. But hey, you never know, bro. Fourth industrial revolution shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But okay. Anyway, back to this, right? So just to make you tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they know already you got like a small cock. Like you can't. There's nothing we can do with you. There's no girth about you. Pause. You know, so just to get you, and then they make, because they don't need the energy niggas, you know what I'm saying? They gotta go use their tools. They gotta go use it. You know what I'm saying? And flood the, multiply and flood the earth with seeds, babies, right? Maybe. I bet this because they gotta use their resource. You know what I'm saying? On some red pill shit. Red pill stuff. Right. I don't know what's wrong today.
Population after it drops from all the casualties. All of us would be like, I don't know if I can trust the man leading the war that says this on stage.
Because they asked me what I'd do, and I said, I'm gonna bomb the out of them.
Oh.
Imagine he forgot there was a couple of soldiers on the warfield and threw one right in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, that nigga sounds like some self-preservation type intentions with the
So another reason why the younger generation wouldn't be motivated to join in is because we really got nothing to look forward to and have no hope for an American dream. Our economy's still from COVID and inflation is still going on.
Yes.
No one can get a job on the mainland already.
That's
and
true.
most of Gen Z ain't gonna get a house in their lifetime.
Yeah.
At least back then, when you fought a war, you had those things to look forward to. You came back and could work a shift as a cashier and buy a house in 2 years. Nowadays, instead of that, you're gonna come back and have no work available to you, probably still be living with your parents. All the femcells on Twitter and TikTok are gonna be laughing at the men dying on the warfield. And don't count on the government to help you either after. It's so sad to me that there's people out there that served the country and helped keep it alive, only for them to end up homeless with no help from the government. And what
and a whole lot of
world should
PTSD.
homeless veterans even be a thing, bro? We spend $880 billion on the military a year. Everyone who served in war should be eating good and kicking back for the rest of their lives. They did something that none of us wanted to do, and the politicians, and then got the end of the stick. If I was them, I would take back all of my service and stay my ass on the mainland. The government has tried to right those wrongs and make better benefits for people, but you still end up with people who got left behind and have nothing after. The only reason why I would even join, to be honest, is the benefits. I just have to sit there and pray
benefits
that a war doesn't actually happen. Because for real, I'd only want the free insurance and vacation. The warfield is a different conversation. I'm gonna have to take my prison time for that game. Anyways, that's gonna be it. For anyone in Gen Z that's actually worried about a draft in war,
I don't even think. Look, I feel like with Gen Z, they've actually time has allowed Gen Z to realize that, you know what, we can see, number one, the bullshit. We can see through certain veils where it's like, yes, we get the fact that older generations were taking things seriously. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna take these things as serious as, the older generations were. For example, whatever it is that we fight for, like how our governments take care of us. You know what I'm saying? Things like the benefits that we're supposed to expect from our government. A whole lot of people are not even dependent on their government anymore, and this is separate from the US. This is just like Gen Z across the board, because I even see in South Africa, you know what I'm saying, like where we at, bro. It's like, yo, the people has lost so much trust in in their own government is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even forget the promises, bro. The fact that these niggas are still there leading us, leading folks. You feel what I'm saying? Things like maybe policies of you know, foreign relations, like with foreigners, people like that. You know what I'm saying? Things like the job market being just so dry, stale. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, the government just expects a bunch of, you know, a bunch of these youngins to go to war for a country that doesn't even think for their own people. I feel like that kind of angle can drive people like Gen Zs to be like, man, fuck that, you go fight this shit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, it's like, yo, I've never, like, what is a country without their military muscle at the same time, right? So I feel like that's where drastic measures are like taken for like the military to go on, you know, online platforms, you know, like Twitch, live streaming platforms to just go recruit motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? But then it's like, yo, how else would y'all expect these kids to behave, bro? They've lost all hope in whatever seems to be governing them. You know what I mean? These guys, these cats is, you know, giving themselves game on how to be independent within their own corners of existence, brother. You know what I mean? There are those that are still compliant enough to, you know, insert themselves within maybe government work positions. Military though, knowing that I got, you know, the potential to go and lose shit, whatever can happen. Like anything can happen there. I could lose my sanity there, bro. Come back on some PTSD, sick as fuck. You see how they treat veterans these days, you're like, what? Nah, these guys ain't honored enough, bro. Like, I'm gonna need, like, you know what I'm saying, something, man, I don't know, much more significant for me, bro. Or something that just actually symbolizes the fact that the government fucks with us enough for us to go and be proud enough for this country to go, you know what I'm saying, go risk my life for it type shit. That's what it just boils down to. But, you know, it's all of that I said on top of just, you know, the overstimulation of Gen Z. You know what I'm saying? These boys and girls is so, you know, oversensitized by all this new technology, bro. All this new, you know what I'm saying? All these new platforms of existence and being. And just building themselves, bro. We got the online universe. We got the online space now. What the fuck? What the hell niggas doing, like, trying to go fight for their country, like, out in the field out there. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you can really run shit up, you know, as a content creator. You know, niggas is streaming now. You feel me? Niggas is doing shit like trading now. You know, I'm talking about the access to that shit in terms of, you know, back then it could be just only big banks doing trading and this, that, and the third, right? Foreign investments. Like now you got apps that could just give you that shit. You know, different ways of just growing your financial capacity, bro. You know, niggas just like chilled off of that. Feel me? And then they hit the gym and go like clap some cheeks in the bathroom of the gym or the church, bro. We clapping cheeks in churches now, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's tough. It don't get no more exciting than that, brother. Now you wanna come here and tell me about going potentially losing my life out there in the world, nigga? Man, what? Watch out, gang. Watch out, bro. Get your stupid ass out my face with that whole little, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's me. That's just like the generation. Like I see it, you see it. That's how this is how these people think, bro. And they grown now too, so you know they you know they're within their skin. They've grown comfortable within their skin and shit like that. But anyway, shout out my boy Tommy. Is it NFG? Yeah, for your POV on it. Yeah, I see what you're saying, my boy.
This is the.
Ooh, look who I got in the build. Look what the cat dragged in. Look what the demon dragged in. right? My boy told me or TP. It's been a minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? This boy right here, mad entertaining, bro. So, you know, he talking about he tested the worst hotels in the UK. Yeah, plus he's a mandem team. Nah, how do they do it? What did Aries Spears say again? Nah, you know what? I don't want no smoke, brother. I'm just excited to see you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it though.
The worst hotel in the UK. This is the worst hotel in the UK. Somebody left a review saying, avoid this filthy place at all costs. But clearly I didn't listen to their advice.
Why?
That's because I need to work on building a new business. However, sometimes I get too comfortable at home. So my theory is this. If I stay in places that make me feel uncomfortable, then surely I'll be able to get more work done.
But why do you be talking like this? Like I like the evolution though. This boy be talking like this these days. It's you. What you want to point out these days? It's the fact that you got that muscle going on in the face. You be working out your facial muscles. Man, come on, boy. Hey, you growing more confident in your skin. I love that for you, buddy. That's crazy. Boy Tomio in the building, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
Therefore, this week I'll be going across the UK to the worst hotels to see if they can help me focus and to see if they are truly as bad as everybody claims.
What gave you that idea?
Hotel, I'll be doing a dirt test. This will allow me to see how dirty the hotel truly is. In addition to that, I'll be doing a focus test to see how productive I can get working in these conditions. So let us begin our hotel testing.
I'm in Birmingham on my way to the first hotel. I must say I'm really excited to try these out. How's my Birmingham accent? The first hotel that we've got on this list is called the Britannia Hotel. And I must say I am intrigued after reading.
It's got a little bougie name, you know what I'm saying? A little bougie name. You wouldn't expect the worst, right? But obviously, based off of the title, it's about to be, you know, on the list of the worst.
In some of these reviews, somebody said, oh dear, disgusting. Budget hotel, budget price. What did we expect? The lift was not really working. Great big TV on the wall, that didn't work. So into shower, oh dear, disgusting. Within minutes, the shower was flooding, and when you see the images, you will know why. This shower is clogged up with some serious hair. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe someone was just washing their hair in this shower. Another individual made a bold claim saying, worst hotel in the UK.
Damn.
Bad customer service, lift not working, and no hot water.
That's scary.
Save you money, don't stay there. The hotel smells.
Save you money, don't stay there. The hotels is very, very bad.
There's only one lift working, no hot water in a lot of the rooms. A lot of guests were complaining. Rude staff and manager don't care.
Shit, that sounds like a dope, you know what I'm saying, prop for a horror movie.
I feel like I'll encounter a good manager, trust me. Lastly, somebody simply said, avoid at all costs. These people in the reviews were not happy at all. But I'm coming with a blind eye and I'm not even going to pay attention to that. I'm going to make sure that we come out with something positive.
This hotel was slap bang in the middle of Brumtown. So I believe that the accessibility justifies the £74 that I spent for the night.
This looks kind of luxury. It's more golden than that.
The lobby,
I ain't gonna lie, it sounds kind of bougie. Britannia
didn't have much to it, but regardless, it was time for me to check in.
By the way, is there like anything interesting to kind of do in this hotel too?
We don't have any like restaurant activity, but we
Yo, they're not even afraid to just come up with the fact that, you know what, my brother, if you got high expectations, we are not the people. You know what? Nah, actually, we don't even have any restaurants, let alone bathrooms. Bathrooms are all out of service, brother. Damn, bro. Like, I'd hate to be you. Just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, go in there expecting the best, and then you just like get
do have a lounge area and sitting area.
A lounge area. So that's the best thing, yeah? Cool, thank you very much. I'll check it out. What's your name, sorry? Elena. Thank you very much. Is it free here?
You got a free Wi-Fi, no password.
Thank you very much. I'm in a hotel. I feel like I'm in the sweet life on deck with Zach and Cody. It's time to do some exploring. The lift has a bit of a funky smell to it, but we're not gonna judge that.
These hallways don't quite feel like Zach and Cody. This is not the cruise that they were on. I tapped my key card, but I was clueless as to what this room was gonna bring me.
Wow. We made it. We're locked in, never out. I don't eat Brussels sprouts. You know I took the right route. You know I took the right route. Look,
my rap career may never recover if I don't drop mango. If you
fucking storage house with a screen on the wall.
This is like my third time ever in a hotel. So this experience is so cool. Let's have a quick overlook of the room. So upon entry, they give you a towel with some shelves. They give you an ironing board with some hangers and then a bit of a whoa. I see a lot of dirt, but we'll save that for later for our dirt test. The dirt test will be the real show of the cleanliness of this hotel. We've got this bathroom. This looks luxury. Hey, that's luxury as well. Wow. You see this life that I'm living? Wow, this shower's nice. This is cool. Nice, man. It doesn't have the most space, but this is all I really need if I'm being honest. Got a nice bedside table with a white bed, completely white, no coloring. We've got this splattered painting. If this is art, then anybody can become an artist.
Yes,
if
sir.
you see me painting pictures tomorrow like Louis Van Gaal, then don't ask any questions. Just know that I was inspired. I didn't even process that this TV was here. We've got a large curtain. View's not the best. Just looking at other people. Can they see?
What is that filth outside though?
We have a kettle, and in uni I didn't even have a kettle, so this is luxury. We've also got a mug and some, I believe, complimentary things that you use to make tea and all of that jazz. You see me, I don't do all of this drama with hot drinks. I just drink water, drink juice, and call it a day. No drama like that. We've got these as well, with a blow dryer too. Thank you very much. Nice little comfy chair. This chair may be the most important thing of this hotel because this is where I will be sitting to do our looking. Let's do a quick bed test.
What?
3, 2, 1.
This bed is certainly springy, so this room is where I'll be staying tonight. I feel as though my focus will skyrocket in this place. It's time for me to
You gotta check the sheets though. Buddy, you gotta check the sheets before you hop in.
Looking to focus and get some work done. Wait, tell you what work do you even need to do? I'm glad you asked. I'm building a brand online using Printful to make money. Printful is also... We have someone confirming the slow lift review. In addition to that, the walls are extremely thin.
The walls are thin. This guy's listening to people clap next door is crazy, bro. That's crazy, dog. I don't know if any of y'all have an experience with like extremely, thin, dry wall type dividers. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to divide apartments with dry wall, bro. That shit is atrocious work, buddy. I've had a personal experience where like niggas was just like too freaky. You know what I'm saying? And you can hear the, man, come on, bro. You see that nigga Trey Songz with that whole song, Neighbors Know My Name type shit. Fuck, bro. I thought that nigga was just like, it's just fantasies. Like, what the fuck? That's never real, bro. That shit made me believe that shit in a fucking heartbeat, bro. That shit is disgusting work, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I can hear every single conversation.
That's scary.
Coming down the stairs and I see this. This isn't third floor. This is third flu. Do people catch the flu on this floor? Because the hotel didn't have a restaurant, I met up with my cousin Zachary and we went to get dessert. After just a few bites of this waffle, it defeated me. It can't go on like this, can it? One thing that can never defeat me though is a basketball. I showed the world why I'm Steph Curry's long lost brother. Of course I had to do some AI farming after that.
Why was that glitch?
One thing that can never defeat me.
It's a glitch. Hold on. Look at that glitch. Look. Why did it glitch like that? Nah, hold on.
Of course I had to do some aura farming off.
Nah, but you know what? I think my boy really got in terms of the skill. Those dribbles were a little, you know what I'm saying? They were mad feisty, I ain't gonna lie. They were mad passionate.
I'ma show you how great I am. I'm finally back at home, sweet. Not home. This is my home away from home. I wanna be home now. Yeah. It is time for me to do the most important thing of this hotel before I can sleep. The dirt test. I've got my UV light which will help me to detect any hidden dirt. Nothing hides from Dirt Spectre, the dirt inspector. The walls do have a bit of gunk to it. The bed is looking clean. The wall on the other hand, what on earth is going on here? Who's been climbing up on these walls doing nonsense on it? Oh no. How's he gonna done that then? I will not.
The kettle, bro.
They're using that, but now it's time for the big boy. The bathroom's looking clean. The sink isn't exactly spotless, but we're managing. Toilet check, it's looking good to me. The shower does have some touches of dirt to it.
Nah, bro, that's some lazy inspection, nigga. What is this? Why you speed passing through the shit?
Can't sit there and deny it, but overall, it's not awful. The inspector was happy with his dirt test, so he's gonna give this hotel a 4 out of 5 for the dirt test. After a long day, it was time to get ready for bed. No matter where I am, I will always put a pillow inside of my own sideline pillowcase. I personally can never trust pillow.
Nah, bro, I feel like we need a new styling with this hair. You know what I'm saying? We need to hit, I don't know what you hit, the salon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need to hit that like a fresh. It's long overdue, I ain't gonna lie.
Cases from outside. Good night. Wow, what a sleep. it's time for me to say goodbye to this hotel. But there is one last thing that we need to do, which is the focus test. If I'm being completely honest, I did not focus at all. We were never locked in, we were locked out playing around in the fields. This place was so comfortable that my focus plummeted. Therefore, we'll be given the focus score a 2 out of 5. This kickstarts our hotel leaderboard, but unfortunately, everything takes a downward spiral from here. I traveled from Birmingham to London to see what was in store for us next. I'm currently on my way to the next hotel. However, I am extremely concerned. I believe that the reviews for this hotel have been so bad to the extent where this hotel has had to rename itself a good few times. Somebody said, disgusting.
How do you even fucking pronounce that word? Tenant? Tenant. Nah.
Horrid experience. Worst hotel in my 70-year life. Room had damaged furniture. TV was tiny but did not work anyway. Given a fan because it was hot and windows did not open. Blocked by curtain rail. Fan fell apart. Bathroom was dirty with marks from cigarette burns. Ceilings in bedroom had cracked or sank. Smell of toilets permeated the hallway by our room. Disgusting, would never recommend. Another person said, from pest control, worst hotel in my life. Dirty to say the least. Other guests had dirty carpet, dirty curtains, tetanus bath. We asked for a room with bathrooms as we had mistakenly booked one with shared bathroom. Of course, with a surcharge of £20 per night. An experience to forget. The only positive note, location. Ah yes, the dead mouse at the entrance as a welcoming committee. That committee better stay far away from me. What do you mean rats are scurrying around? I'm not part of them. They must not come and welcome me. I don't want to be welcomed. I know I quite around here. These pictures are concerning me all the more. What's this? Lastly, somebody else complained saying, substandard. Seriously, where can I start with this abysmal hotel? Hairs from the previous guest in the bed, dirty toilet, heavily stained carpets, broken windows, ripped curtains. Complaint was
this nigga's voice is making it even seem that real, bro. Like damn, nigga chill.
Made at reception. Another room was offered, but again, this was
he's offered substandard. Seriously, where can't I start with this abysmal
fit for purpose due to
they even spelled it fucking wrong. Hovel? What's it, a hovel?
Similar issues as the first. We left and booked another hotel for the night. Oh, how I wish I checked the reviews first. Avoid. I would be avoiding because I've got some work to do. As I continued walking towards the hotel, the pressure kept on enhancing. Why am I doing this to myself?
Why?
The outside of it looked nice, but I knew that wasn't what I saw in the reviews. When I got inside, the lobby was dead silent. It's like the people there were traumatized. I found it very interesting that
bro, it looks like a death hotel of some sort, bro. I'm saying it looks like a death hotel of some sort, bro. Why is it like so old school? It looks like a hotel from the fucking 1700s, bro. Walking in some shit like this, and it's dead calm, dead still, with magazines on it. Is that magazines? What's on the table? Magazines on the table, bro. Who the fuck still reads magazines, bro? Gee, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that's tough, bro. Like, I'd fucking run the other way, dog, if I were you, nigga. Type shit. But I guess you gotta, you know, you're on a mission.
Hotel was not accepting contactless payments in 2025. My suspicions started to rise from here. After a long wait, I finally checked in.
Fucking stair. Look at the staircase, dog.
And it was time for me to go up the stairs to my room. I didn't know what to expect at all. I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit.
So what the? Why don't you just use the fucking? What is it? Elevator?
JK, you know what I mean? Before I got to my room, there was an open toilet right next to me. I had later found out that it was a shared bathroom. I put my key in the door, not knowing what on earth I was about to encounter.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Another dorm room.
Another college dorm room. I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't know what on earth I signed up for. Maybe this hotel was built in the Victorian era when I wasn't alive. Maybe this is where the senior people used to sleep back in the day. I'll give you guys a quick spin overlook of this hotel.
The war veterans.
Upon entry, we've got this hanger with this railing. I don't actually know how this works. I've never seen one of them in my life. We've got these two chairs, but with no desk, so how am I gonna build my business? How? There is not only one, not only two, but 3 beds for one guy. The reviews about the hair.
Why the fuck is there 3 beds? I'm telling you, bro, some creepy shit going on there, bro. Some creepy shit going on, bro. How you know what I'm saying? Like, the 1 bed is for you, the other 2 beds is for, you know what I'm saying? The unsuspected or unexpected visitors or guests that you may find yourself, you know what I'm saying, sharing the room with in the middle of the goddamn night, buddy, that done lost their lives back in those Victorian times that you were talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, just to suck you off a little bit. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just to eat some 2025 schmeat real quick though, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Probably might not be a good thing. You probably might like it, buddy.
On the bed were actually true. I am seeing a decent amount of hairs on this bed, but thankfully we have 3 beds, so we're not gonna let that affect us. Oh wait, this one has hairs as well. Okay, this one surely not. Okay, we found 1 bed, that's fine. They've given us a TV. I won't be touching that. There's this cool picture that was probably taken.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? Look at these fucking outdated ass aged photographs, dog. Like who? Like what? These are like, these times don't exist no more.
Generations ago. We've got a mirror and I can see myself. How you doing? You alright? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You good? You good? We all good.
Nah,
the curtains are tall. With curtains of this height, they should be running and dunking. Why are these curtains not the NBA? You're there chilling in a hotel. Go and play some basketball. What's wrong with you? Time for the bathroom. Oh no, I don't want to have to touch that. Yo, chat. Hey, yo, chat. Yo, chat, we good? Yo, chat, we good?
You good, Mud?
We not good.
You good, Mud?
We not good, chat. Hello, romantic. Oh no. The sink is looking like a sink, and we've got another mirror here. To be honest, our comfortability is what I need to be able to look in. So I won't be doing anything but that tonight. But straight after that, I'm gonna have to do the dreaded dirt test. I don't even want.
Bro, how does it smell there, bro? It looks like it smells ass, bro. Man. It looks like I expect it to smell like the expression that you got on your face right now. Just egregious, buddy.
My countenance turned
my bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm tripping. I'm a little too fried.
into a pure look of regret. I couldn't fathom how I was gonna last the whole night here. I tried to keep my head up, but the thoughts were getting.
You like places like this, bro. You even forced to fast. You know what I'm saying? You know that whole fasting thing that the religious people be doing. You're forced to just like even not eat. I wouldn't even touch like a damn utensil, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Let alone like food to put into my body. Like, golly, bro. Like if the rooms look like this, bro, what the fuck going on in the kitchen, right? What the hell is going on in the kitchen if this looks this bad?
To me. We're locked in, never out.
Wait, he ain't done the dirt test.
It's so easy to build your online business. It's telling me it will take around 25 minutes to.
Man, come on, Printful, nigga.
On the bed that I'm supposed to be staying on. A good.
Dirt test.
The inspector has arrived and he's here to do some inspections. The handle looks fine. Some unknown stains on the walls. We've got the stains on the bed.
On the bed, like you see stains on the bed. Like I can tolerate stains on like walls and you know what I'm saying, whatever else, right, on the ground, whatever. Stains on beds, well, dirty toilets. You know what I mean, stains on faucets, right? The bathroom sink faucets, shower faucet. You know what I'm saying? Like those are just like a nah, bruh. This is crazy. Things on the goddamn counters. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing, you know, are we talking about that self-catering, those self-catering hotels type shit? Like those kind of places. I can't see stains, or else I'm not washing my ass there. You know what I'm saying? Not washing my ass in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'll make a quick return just to go and just take a shower, nigga, in a more comfortable spot. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm saying
I'm supposed to be staying on a good few. Brother. No. This is not looking good at all. Yeah. Oh no.
Is that blood?
You can save this.
It's all
of these stains. No, sir. No. Time for the shower. We've got a huge stain here. The walls aren't looking the best, I'll be honest. And maybe the shower head itself needs a good bit of cleaning. Upon review, this dirt test has got a 0 out of 5. Yeah, I had an update from that dirt spectre guy and he told me that it's probably not the best thing for me if I stay here. He told me that there are too many potential implications of residing here for a night. Therefore, I will be packing my bags up and heading out. Me can't do it, me can't. Our time in this hotel was cut incredibly short. So I walked around the hotel for the final time before checking out early. But we're still smiling regardless because there is always joy in chaos. So is everything fine? Okay.
Thank you. The receptionist didn't look too happy, but I just personally can't do that, I'm sorry. There was just a high level of uncertainty with that hotel, but I'm sure it's a good place. The receptionist was truly a nice guy.
And my focus was good, so the focus score is at a 3. However, this does mean that this hotel ranks last in our leaderboard. But we're yet to try the worst hotel in the UK, so this could even be a high score in comparison to that hotel. It is time for us to test our third hotel. Let me read some of the reviews to you. Somebody said, bad experience, simply shameful. Only positive side, near 2 subway entrances. Virtually everything was missing. Small room, no supports, no wardrobe. Very small bathroom with a tiny sink with 2 taps.
So you live out your suitcase, no wardrobes?
On either side, without the possibility of mixing water, either hot or cold. This whole thing is dilapidated. This individual was not happy.
Why is it still in business? Like, why is it still in operation?
He guessed at all, but this next guy doesn't seem any happier. He said, this place was so horrible. There were roaches in the bed and a gorilla in the shower.
Damn.
Trees were growing out the sinks.
A gorilla in the shower?
It was so horrible. I will never come back. My best friend tripped and fell down the stairs and maintenance laughed at her. According to this guy, they have gorillas in the hotel. Hopefully when I get there, I don't have to start wrestling some gorillas. I don't want to be doing that tonight. Another individual said, the staff were really friendly and helpful. Simon went above and beyond to help, and he knew the local area and where to eat. He was an absolute star. Sadly, the room had no central heating and only
nothing but a gorilla, right?
He had a small fan heater. The room was also dirty and run down. There was dust everywhere. The windows didn't close properly and there was a bad smell. I went to have a shower and there was no...
You see what I'm saying? The bad smells, bro. Because like a bad smell, bro, I could tolerate like a lot of things. Like a bad smells. Oh, come on, bro. Best, because like the thing goes inside of your body. You see, when we're talking about outside of the body, you can see it. I'm saying something just like stains you a little bit. You can like wash it off, rinse it off. Like you can, something that goes in, bro. And those are like, you know, I feel like that. It's like, what is this, man? Bacteria. Right? Flying bacteria, floating bacteria and shit like that. That's why it smells that way. It's all that bacteria. Now you taking that shit in, some of that bacteria stays inside of you. You know what I mean? Gives birth inside of your whole little system. Pause. And that's why a whole lot of y'all got like terrible breath, nigga. It's all that, that shit you be, you know, inhaling. Okay, I don't know how ignorant that statement is, man, but yo, it might have some truth to it. I ain't gonna lie.
Hot water. Yes, it was a roof over my head for the night and a bed, but this is supposed to be a hotel. I wouldn't recommend anyone stay here due to the lack of care. It's like the owners have given up. Well, I can tell you, they won't give up on me and I won't give up on them. Nice. I'm gonna go in there with a positive mindset and we're gonna hopefully come up with some positive stuff where we can lock in and get some stuff done. Coming in at £82 for the night. This hotel was located in a very busy and popular area. It's only about a 30-second walk from Paddington Station itself, so the price doesn't surprise me at all, as the hotel is in a very well connected area. When I entered the hotel, my check-in process was very smooth, but there was nothing to see in the lobby, so I went straight up to my room. Once I had placed the key on the door of the room that I was staying in for the night, the anticipation grew because I didn't know what was next.
What?
Okay, we can cook up something in here. We can do some things in here. I don't know what you guys are used to, but this room does not look too shabby to me at all. We've got a TV that was probably made before I was born. We've got this chair with a lot of this tea, coffee stuff that once again I just couldn't care for. A place to hang your clothes and that. Some lovely big curtains with a very cool view. There's so much going on. However, I believe that
I cannot, bro. Come on, bro. Some space, nigga. Some space to at least stretch my freaking arms in the morning. You know, after I just wake up. Man, come on, bro.
That is sensible decision.
How much they say this was? 49 pounds? How much is that? That's probably cheap as fuck, right? That better be cheap as fuck. Because if that's expensive, nigga, they literally not taking people seriously in the UK.
It would be not to open these because it is very exposed. A lovely small mirror. Time for the bathroom. Tells me to mind the step. Bit of like an old-fashioned kind of bathroom. A cool mirror there.
With the usual other things that you would expect from a bathroom.
And that's okay. Look, the colorway is just kind of pleasant. You know what I'm saying? Kind of decent. The colorway in the bathroom. The space is just killing me.
The room's all done. It's a solid room, I'll be honest. We're back to build our business with ease using Printful. So what I'm gonna do today is create a new product but in a different color. So we've put the jumper in black.
Alright, bet. Damn, stiff ass bed, nigga, on bricks, nigga. That shit probably standing on bricks. That nigga don't even go nowhere, bro. It don't, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like slamming your back on some cardboard. card box boards. Like what? What are you doing? Look at that.
Don't put me in the.
It's gotta like bounce up and down, bro. Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this shit is just like chilling there.
WWE. See the way I'll just be dealing with guys. That gorilla is not gonna catch me. I will catch them. I'm going to do some gorilla hunting.
I really need to find this gorilla that this person was talking about. Where on earth could it be? Because it wasn't in my room and I didn't see it in the hotel.
Yeah,
so maybe it's out on the streets just waiting for me to come and start defeating it. Excuse me, have you seen a gorilla in this area?
No.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a gorilla in this area?
Sorry?
Have you seen a gorilla in this area?
No, my friend, sorry.
No
Oh, my friend, sorry.
Thank you. Maybe
Sorry,
somebody's
my
been
friend.
telling some lies. I don't know.
Sorry, mate. Have you seen a gorilla in this area?
No gorilla. Someone told me that there's gorillas in Paddington. You don't know? Right, we're continuing our hunt. We're not giving up.
There was no way that I was giving up on this gorilla hunt. I must find this gorilla and show it some business. I checked inside of the station, but it couldn't
I'm gonna lie, bro. You might resemble a nah.
be found.
Unfortunately, no gorillas were
Nah. I didn't say nothing.
found, but some food was
My boy, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. My boy, a 10 out of 10 right
found.
now.
We've got our burger with our loaded chips. Wow.
What is that?
You see these
What you
bossman
eating,
subs, they don't be
nigga?
filling these bags anymore. I'm glad that these people haven't left their ways. Completely
Is
unseasoned.
that the hotel food?
But I don't mind. Food is food. This is a peri peri burger. I decided not to get anything fried today. Just like Namro's, they've been taking pages out of
Namrose. I remember that motherfucker.
Nando's book. I'm getting a little cold and I tried to close the window, however,
Tastes
it's
like
not
Nando's?
closing. It's just, no. I don't want to have to freeze tonight.
Spectre has arrived.
This time around, we're going to do a thorough check with lights on and lights off. Because some things may be in open sight and we're not seeing it.
These walls have got a couple stains on them. Don't know where the stains are from, but we've...
Bro, what's the point of that little... Look at that mirror over there, bro. What's the point of this mirror over here, dog? This shit right here. It's like such a small, skinny mirror, dog. Just by the side of your pillow when you sleep. I don't
Gotta
get
note that down.
Tommy One TP reported to me that this mark had been here since the beginning of his stay.
The floorboards are something, and so are the shelves.
Pillowcases do have a few interesting stains, to say the least. All good here. On the sink, there's a couple more stains, but overall...
The dirt score comes out to a 2.
After my dirt test, I got ready for bed, but of course I had to secure my pillows with my satin-lined pillowcase.
It's that time of the night where I head to bed.
Oh, I didn't head to bed, I headed to World War II.
Gorilla.
The fire alarm went off in the middle of my sleep and I thought it was time to go to war.
Bro, my heart is just beating like this. It's just going in and out with rapidness. If I can be caught off guard like this, then how much more the rapture?
The fire alarm was right next to my head, so you can imagine how scary that was.
I just leaped out of the bed. I didn't know what I was doing.
Look, I put on one shoe and I was gonna leg it.
Good night from me for the second time. It is the morning and it's time for me to say a
So
good...
it just went off like just randomly like that without any fire, any like nothing. Nah, my boy, I'm not gonna lie. You were probably not the only entity in that room at those hours of the night. I'm not gonna lie, dog. Like this right here might be a Gen Z that's just like risking his life for this content thing, yo. Like y'all go ahead and support this brother, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is wild. This nigga goes out of his way, you know, sees there, okay, this is the worst rated hotel. Let me go there. And you wanna fucking go trust your whole entire being, your life? You know what I'm saying? Traveling there by yourself and just like trusting just your presence in that whole spot at night. Like, come on, bruh. Probably not superstitious enough. It's probably like it's helping you, but yo, it might be the detriment to you, dog. I'm just saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just the fire thing just going off, just off of you just chilling, nothing happening.
Goodbye to this hotel. My experience here, to say the least, was very interesting. I can certainly say that some of the claims made in the reviews were false. No gorilla was ever defeating me. My focus here was excellent.
So for the focus score, hotel
Maybe not gorillas, but ghosts. For me.
Sophia will be receiving a 4. This therefore ties up with the Britannia Hotel. But could the worst hotel in the UK possibly defeat this?
I've made a pit stop on my way to the last hotel, aka the worst hotel in the United Kingdom. That is one special title to hold, considering there are thousands of hotels out there. So to be ranked as the worst, something must have gone wrong, and we're gonna investigate that now. This is called the Goodwood Hotel, and here's what some people had to say.
Goodwood, you know what I'm saying? They probably like, you know what I mean? They just like give out some good wood out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe that's where a whole lot of woodwork, saying in terms of the SE-actual workers, SE-actual workers, SEX workers. Yeah, that's where they do all their woodwork, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, come on with it, man. Shout out my, you know what I'm saying, SEX workers out there, man. They, you know what I'm saying, they also getting it how they live, so they deserve some spots to go do. They
say a night in purgatory
to go perform their business. No cap.
0 stars would enthusiastically recommend to enemies. Welcome to hotel.
A night in purgatory. 0 stars would enthusiastically recommend to enemies. I feel like probably a content creator, you know what I'm saying, did that review on some, you know what I mean? Because is it that bad? Was it that bad, like, for you to, like, if it was that disgusting, I don't even think you would even want to leave a review at that point. You just like so disgusted, you want nothing to do with anything that's gonna spark the memory of this thing. Right? You're not gonna go back to that website. Fuck the app. Fuck everything, bro. Fuck leaving a review, nigga. Get the fuck out my face. Right? It's like, But clearly, you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker wanted to come back with some feedback, and that's like crazy. You know what I'm saying, talking this is crazy. It's probably somebody like this Gen Z right here, who's just only here to rate things and to rate things in the worst way. Of which, you know what I'm saying, if they deserve to be rated the worst way, then fuck it, nigga.
Purgatory, the picture.
You know, we appreciate the awareness you're raising about, like, you know, the whack hotels that don't deserve to, you know, be tapped into. Facts.
Promised clean modern rooms. What we got was a lukewarm time capsule of broken dreams. The bed, one felt like half concrete, the other soggy cotton wool. I spent the night clinging to the edge, trying not to roll into the abyss. At 5'10", my feet dangled off the end. Ideal for those who enjoy partial circulation. Sleep, forget it. The London Underground might as well run through the wardrobe. The room shook and hummed like a possessed fridge every time a train passed. I don't know who this guy is, but I know that he is a scholar. If he didn't get a first-class degree in English, then I don't know what he was doing. This guy is certainly an English teacher. The way he broke everything down, this is an exquisite piece of work. Lastly, somebody said, horrible, dirty, hotel very dirty, dirty soak in the room under the bed, dirty pitiful bath, no soundproofing, no toilet in the rooms, common toilet on the landing, and horribly dirty. Very expensive for what you know. Personal, not welcoming except one person. The only strength.
Damn, so if it's no soundproofing in that fucking bathroom, a motherfucker can be whacking off their meat and then you hear every bit of that motherfucker. Damn, that's traumatizing, bro. What the hell? How is this legal? Bro, how are these people still in business, bro? If somebody can, like, just explain to me that part of the thing, you know? Or maybe they still do cater for the market that, like, just needs them, right? Because it depends on, like, your standards at this point, bro. Like, if you accept things like this, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You got a long way to go, buddy, in terms of, like, you know,
and location counted about 120
proper standards for the sake of your own humanity, the decency of your own humanity. Come on, brother.
euros per night. All I'm hearing is dirt.
120 euros or not a night?
Have I got myself into?
What does that mean?
The Goodwood Hotel.
120 euros a night. Yo, Copilot, convert something for me, dog. Currency conversion.
Hey.
Yo, Copilot, how much rands is 120 euros?
120 euros is about 2,380 South African rands. Currency.
A night, nigga.
That'd be good to me. As I was on my strength and look.
Yes, look at that. Hold on. Where that shit at?
Counted about 120 euros per night. All I'm hearing is dirt. What have I got myself in?
UK might be overpriced, I'm not gonna lie.
The Goodwood Hotel. You better be good to me. As I was on my way to the Goodwood Hotel, there were so many other hotels which were basically on the same street. It seems as though this area is a hot spot for hotels. I had believed that I secured this hotel for £73 for the night. That was before some serious problems arose.
Check-in date 24 October. Today is 17.
Oh my gosh. It's the wrong day.
The booking which you have booked is this booking is non-refundable and cannot be amended or modified. Failure to arrive at your hotel or property will be treated as no-show and no refund will be given.
I accidentally booked the wrong day and I couldn't even get a refund. So I was left with no other choice but to lose that money and book for another night.
I can give you
70, wow.
Can you do any cheaper? Please.
This thing is crying. Let me see. Yo, 70 euros, nigga. Wait.
Hey again.
Yo. How much South African rand is 70 euros?
70 euros is about 1,400 South African rand. Want to convert any other amounts?
Yo, other than that, nah, but this nigga get, nah, bro, to pure, bro, you can't cry, nigga. You making money, nigga. I'm saying, wait, 180K, come on, bro. 180K subscribers, how many views, you know what I'm saying, you averaging? Come on, brother. How many, you know, videos you be dropping? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, nigga. Your content bag is not small.
I'm giving you the triple room, the bigger room.
Are you
with
crying?
one double bed and one single bed. Quad room. I'm giving the quad room.
This nigga looks
This is the
defeated,
cheapest
buddy.
This is the cheapest one for tonight.
And there's no way of cancelling the other one.
His whole fucking voice, the energy of his voice, the tone of his voice, because in the beginning of the video, bro, y'all heard how even the projection of his voice was just like out there. Now it's just like he literally is just upset, bro. Like this nigga might just be, you know what I'm saying, he might have gambled like with his last like couple bucks, nigga.
To paying another £70, this hotel basically cost me £143. I was distraught. So here's what £143 got me for the night.
Hopefully our new business can help us to recuperate some of these funds, cause boy, this was expensive. So after spending this much money, I'm hoping that my stay is worth it. In lighter news, let's do our room tour. I've got 1, 2, 3 beds, but whether they're clean is truly down to the discretion of our inspector. I really don't know how to describe this door. I feel like the door was just randomly cut through this wall and they've made a room. The way this door is leaning, it looks like it went to that one barber that had no one in his chair.
How can the hairline of this door be wonky like this?
We've got a nice TV. We've got a painting that looks like it has some underlying graffiti.
Well, come on, bro. This nigga imagery crazy.
For God knows why. We've got a table with some drawers and a kettle. Here's our view for tonight. Straight on the road. Once again, we will not be opening our curtain. Let me go and start closing this properly. Privacy is key. We've got a good old mirror with this guy in front of it and our bathroom. This looks like a portaloo.
This whole bathroom truly felt like an imported portaloo.
Based on first impressions, this shower head does not look the cleanest. It does have a strong, funny smell to it. I'm not gonna sit there and lie. The mirror is kind of beaten.
You know how I feel about the smells, bro.
I don't know much about bathroom, but actually,
go get your they did say it's not refundable, right?
I believe they've imported a portaloo and then put some walls around it and called it a bathroom, because this wall is even hollow. Oh wait, I don't have a seat today. Oh boy. I'm trying to connect to the internet, but the Wi-Fi is not working. My data is not working. It looks like it's gonna be a night without any service. But you know what else could be out of service?
What?
Your hair. My hair throughout this video has been, if you ever do before we call it a day. To begin with, the walls have a whole load of marks. On our next wall,
you can see it without doing the UV light little thingy, bro.
we have a lot
You can
of
see the stains, bro. Come on, bro.
marks as well. Ooh, Mark Central. Yo, it's all
Mark
scratched
Central.
up. Up here we've got a load of dust, mate. The table's got some leftover crumbs on it with a bit of air.
As I scanned this place with my UV light, I was not impressed at all.
The walls are full of stains. These are no stains. Where did they come from? Where did they go?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Oh my word.
That's crazy, bro.
Nah, bruv, this is not good, bruv. This is not good, bruv.
Is that weapon dense, dog? It looks like something was weaponized against that wall, like just like something was beaten against like that wall, like creating little small. It looks like small spots. It's either dents or like splatters of something, right? Something weird for some reason. Something that just appears when this guy just shines his little UV light right here. That's crazy. This one might be the craziest that we've seen. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
It's time for the dreaded bathroom. Yo, chat.
I couldn't even continue. This dirt score gets a 1.
Task number 1. After seeing what the inspection told me about this blue thing, I'm removing it. I'm not sleeping on that. No blanket for me today. If we have to sleep like a prisoner, then we will.
This whole sleep was a calamity. I was waking up every few minutes because my neighbor was opening.
This nigga sleeps in a Nike Tech, nigga. And that's what I realized, like, from the beginning of this video. Like, his PJs is like some Nike Tech, like, what?
And closing their door, and it was so loud and
that's different.
creepy. Throughout the night, all I could hear was strange sounds, shouting, and pure noise.
Oh, I hate this, though.
That chaos and shouting went on for so long. I honestly could not sleep properly at all. I got up at 5:20 a.m. so I could hurry myself out of this hotel immediately. I couldn't handle this pandemonium anymore.
I've come to drop my key and get out, but nobody's here. I'm trapped in this hotel.
5 a.m. nigga,
I genuinely just want to go. I just want to leave. I can't do this.
To escape this hotel, I dropped my key on the counter and ran out. I will never be doing this again.
The Board of Inspectors and I have done a thorough investigation and inspection, and we have come to a conclusion. This is that the Britannia Hotel will be our winner for today. The hotel certainly did not disappoint. If there's one thing that I've learned in this video,
so basically the Britannia was like the least evil, the least, the least poisonous. You know what I'm saying? One of those little situations where you just gotta choose the least harmful poison. It's still poison, but it's like, hey, I'm saying, what do? You feel what I'm saying? One thing I've realized, I kind of picked up the fact that the UK, you know what I'm saying, the hotels in the UK might be overpriced, bruh. You know what I mean? What do you mean, like a couple $1,000 a night? Okay, this shit is like, direct conversion to like the currency, from where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, in rands. That shit is like thousands a night. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gosh. Like, I want to find something out with Copilot right quick. Yo, Copilot, easies.
Hey, Venus and Blue.
Yo, how much is an average hotel price in the UK? Like, hotel price for an average standard hotel, let's say 3 stars a night.
The average price for a night in a 3-star hotel in the UK is around £90 to £150. Prices can vary based on location, time of booking and season. Looking for something specific?
Convert £90 into South African rands, bro.
£90 is about 2,033 South African rands right now.
Okay,
Got
now no. Let me know how much is an average. How much is a 3-star South African hotel price?
A night in a 3-star hotel in South Africa usually costs between 1,000 to 1,500 rands. Prices depend on the location and time of year. Got any travel plans?
Yo, what's the Airbnb market in South Africa look like in a place like Cape Town?
In Cape Town, Airbnb listings are quite popular with over 18,000 active rentals. The average nightly rate is about 1,600 to 1,700 South African rands, with occupancy rates around 71%. Sounds like a vibrant market, right?
So what's the cheapest hospitable type of facility that you can be at as a tourist in South Africa? What's the cheapest one?
The cheapest option for tourists in South Africa is usually a backpackers hostel. You can find dormitory beds for as low as £10 to £25 per night. Backpackers hostels are a great way to save money and meet fellow travelers. Sounds like an adventure, huh?
And then when we're talking about quality in terms of, okay, what does the tourist market prefer between hotels and backpackers facilities?
Tourists in South Africa often prefer hotels for comfort and amenities, especially mid-range to luxury options. However, budget travelers and younger tourists might lean towards backpackers facilities for the social experience and cost effectiveness. It's really about personal preference.
Okay, so according to your just analysis, observation, or whatever, would you say Gen Z prefers hotels over backpackers facilities, or the other way around?
Gen Z travelers tend to favor unique experiences, so they're often drawn to backpackers facilities for the social vibe and budget-friendly options. But they still appreciate hotels for comfort and amenities, especially if they offer a unique or trendy experience.
And then when we looking at the UK market in terms of the tourists that land, you know, there, like, do more Gen Zs prefer backpackers spaces or hotels, and you know, places like hotels?
In the UK, Gen Z travelers typically lean towards backpackers spaces for the social and budget-friendly experience. They're drawn to the communal atmosphere and affordability. However, they also appreciate unique and boutique hotels that offer a distinctive experience. So there's a mix, but backpackers facilities often have the edge with the younger crowd.
And how much would you say it is per night to stay in a backpacker's space in the UK? A backpacker, like, what is a backpacker's facility? Is it like a room? Is it a back room? Is it an apartment? Like, what are we talking about?
Sorry for the mix-up. In the UK, a night in a backpacker's hostel costs around £15 to £30. These places typically offer dormitory-style rooms with bunk beds, shared bathrooms, and common areas. It's all about the social experience and affordability, rather than luxury. Intrigued by the idea?
Yeah, no. That is kind of intriguing. Yo, I remember, right, like it was high school, bro. I was in a high school. It was a boarding school. You know what I'm saying? It was a boarding school. I don't know whether the name drop. I don't know whether it's cheap. I don't know whether it's necessary to fucking name drop. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in Limpopo, they dog, in Bela Bela. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would wonder, bro, there would be people, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's a tourist environment where I was at, where the boarding school was at, right? A whole lot of tourist resorts, forever resorts, things like that, right? So obviously our hostel would not only just house us, the students, but there would be from time to time people that would come, you know. I would assume Muguti not some tourist vibes that's going on here, you know what I'm saying? Probably even people that work for game reserve companies and shit, or, you know, operation type, tourist type businesses type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to put it. But they would come and chill there by our boarding school, dog. And our boarding school was like the same through and through. Like for the students, it was like a 2-story thing, right? It was like there was a floor, yeah, like the first floor, that's like the ground floor, and then one upstairs, right? A level, like up the stairs. And then, you know what I mean? But it was like one hallway, bro, with just like simple dorm rooms. Get in there, you can see it's just like some student little shit, you know what I'm saying? Single bed type situation, a desk, closet, you know what I'm saying? Keep your shit. That's it. Maybe some chair space, like that's it, bro. Or whatever the case, you know what I mean? And it was like that, and I guess, well, it was like that through and through, bro. Like even the upstairs level, bro, I would imagine it's the same thing. Well, obviously I wasn't allowed there because I wasn't even, you know, like I was just a student. The upstairs portion was just reserved for, you know, even the boarding master and everybody who's not a student, who, you know what I'm saying, who needs to use the facility. So it makes more sense right now, and I feel like obviously those options are way more cheaper. You know what I mean? Because as I said, bro, you open up there, it's a small little storage space. It's the size of a storage space, you know what I'm saying? With nothing but, you know, enough room for your single bed, closet space, desk area, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you know, this just tells me how outside Gen Z is, bro. If Gen Z is really, truly, according to Copilot, that's what they prefer, you know what I'm saying? Backpackers, hostels, you know what I mean? I might just try that shit one day, you know what I'm saying? You know, kick it like my old Gen Z peers out here, you know what I'm saying? Just to be outside with it, get in a space like that. But that's because, you know, that space is just gonna force you to be outside, you know what I'm saying? Torpedo right here has a segment where he rates his focus, you know what I'm saying? If his focus is drawn to just be outside instead of inside, he down rates the room, of which I feel like it's necessary, bro, especially if you're Gen Z, bro. These youngins, they got a whole lot to do, bro. The world is their oyster, my nigga. Everything is content, boy. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers live outside. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like it does make sense in that aspect. You know what I mean? For Gen Z to, you know, connect to the more spontaneous, you know, side of things, where it's like it's not about inside, it's about us being outside, just being free. You know what I'm saying? Being out there. Fuck it. Even if it's nothing but just a bed in here, I'll just live out of my suitcase. Make sure the food is good though. Make sure the shit is clean though. Feel me? And maybe just a desk area for my setup, for my live stream setup. You know what I'm saying? Or just like where I edit my videos so that my business can keep going while we out here. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it on vacation type shit. Yo, it's a cool time to be this part of it. You know, this part of you know, it's a cool time being part of the youth of this generation. God damn, why was that so hard to fucking say? Jesus Christ, brother. You gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what's next?
And no matter how much...
Hold on, man. You know, we gotta introduce the vibes first. Man. Buddy Todd Boogie, Gen Z is done being punching bags to everyone's projections. So I'm gonna give this one a like right now, booty. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know when Todd Boogie gets all up in it, he's all up in it, my boy.
And no matter how much of a good person you are, and you try and you shoot and you're there for people, if somebody wants to see the bad in you, they will.
It is not always smart or safe to ask family and friends for advice.
And I think we covered that in actually the psychology of just reading people. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how to read these projections. You feel what I mean? And I feel like Gen Z, you know what I mean, living how they live within this age of where this knowledge is just accessible to everybody. They can just like see the guidelines because of the information that's in the palm of their hands. They're like, yo, this, that, and the third. This is how you spot somebody who's trying to project this, that, the third on you, blah, blah, blah. Hell yeah, they gonna catch that shit out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear it though, my bad.
Especially if their life doesn't look like what you want yours to mimic.
Well, I put it as a post, but there's nothing like saying it. Check this out, and this is the truth.
What?
No matter how much of a negative or bad person you might seem like, if somebody wants to see the good in you, they will. Yeah. And no matter how much of a good person you are, and you try and you shoot and you're there for people, if somebody wants to see the bad in you, they will.
That's what
and the truth of the matter is, some people just can't help but see in you what's really in them. Don't let somebody else's projections make you feel like you're less of a person. You got to prove something more. There's just some people who cannot see, who can't unsee a mirror everywhere that they look. Yeah. Don't be mad at me because you see you. It ain't in me.
So I love the analogy he gave with the whole mirror. Like, some people can't unsee the mirror, right? They can't help but to see the world in their lens. But this is the thing. Most of us see the world in our lens, but what kind of lens are you looking through, right? So I have an example for this whole projection video, right? So I'm gonna breathe on this.
Let's go.
Right? My breath is hot. It's early in the morning. But yo, look. So right now, all right, well, they go clear very fast. But just imagine glasses, right? These glasses are dirty. They have a whole bunch of handprints on them. When you look through these glasses, do you think I have a very good view of reality? When I look through the glasses, do you think I have a very good view of this room that I'm in?
Probably not.
Do I have a very good view of this camera?
Probably not.
Nah, it's a little distorted. Right. What I'm seeing, what's being projected, is a little distorted because it's coming from something that is not clean. That's right. It's coming from something that has not been reevaluated. I'm looking straight and with my trauma.